Hello and welcome to this special edition of Up South. We are seeing how South India is warming up for International Yoga Day on Sunday, the 21st of June. I come from the Shamila Yoga Studio here in Hyderabad. And as you can see behind me, a whole lot of people actually practicing yoga in the evening. With me is Sharmila Hirendranath, who has been at this for the last 15 years, right? And are you feeling happy now? It has become a buzzword that almost everyone is talking about yoga these days.
Yes, it makes my life easier. I don't have to sell so hard now.
Okay. Would you say that yoga should be a part of the lifestyle as far as every Indian is concerned? Do you see India is really going towards that now with a whole lot of enthusiasm ahead of Sunday?
I hope so, because yoga is amazing for a human body, and especially in today's 20th century, we all need yoga. And in India, we are also stressed with the traffic and everything. Yoga is amazing, so I hope Modi's yoga day is going to work for us, and I hope all Indians become healthy.
I'm amazed that you can actually balance for so long. Okay, but perhaps it's the stress that brings a whole lot of people here at 6:30 in the evening every day, right?
Yes, yes. Stress and dedication and discipline.
Fantastic. Okay, we will be cutting across to both Chennai and Bangalore over the next half hour. Let me first cut across to my colleague Shisha Reddy, who joins me from the Thiruvanmayur beach in Chennai. Shisha, I'm sure that must be an awesome, absolutely spectacular location. How is Chennai gearing up for the big day on Sunday?
Well, Sudeep, Chennaiites are really excited about this yoga day. If I can ask my camera person to pan in and show you, there are a group of youngsters, and the yoga master Gopinath is teaching them yoga. And this is the place where they actually get together every evening, and this beautiful scene, you know, where you can see the beach, and then there is grass and the green, and then people practice yoga here. So these bunch of youngsters practice yoga every day. And today, yes, of course, the climate is like really good because it's raining out here. And yes, this is the perfect time to do yoga, is what the master was telling us. In fact, if we can ask him, sir, you know, you have been planning to go on a yoga marathon as well, because this yoga, for this yoga, International Yoga Day. So how happy are you? Or are you like really excited that the whole of the world is going to celebrate the first yoga day?
Definitely, I'm very much excited to
tell me when I'm off
carry
air
out
or
this
on
wonderful
air.
task, because this program is telecasted throughout the world as well. At the same time, this yoga practice is an age-old practice, and everyone, like how the Prime Minister said about this wonderful yoga practice, everyone in this world has to practice for wonderful harmony and lifestyle, because in this scenario, a lot of stress and strenuous people are all walking around in this world. And we have to practice this, and stage by stage, I think the human system will change, the evolution will change, and we become calm, more sattvic towards the practice.
Right. So you have been teaching yoga for like almost 20 years now.
Exactly. I'm a student of Dr. B.K. Sayengar, and I've been practicing every day. I nearly practice for 2.5 hours a day and mix up all this exercise. Now with this exercise, I'm feeling that at the age of 51, I'm able to penetrate my energy to the highest level. So this practice has led me to more harmonious stages of life. Right. I can balance everything.
Right. So according to him, yoga is a way of life, Sudhir. You know, I have a student with me. He is a cricket player, in fact. So how yoga helps you, and with your International Yoga Day on 21st, so how do you see that?
It just reflects our mind, everything, body and touch. Basically, I'm a cricket player. It's 3 days to, if we play 4-day games, we have to strengthen our hamstring. So yoga helps in strengthening our hamstring, core and everything, body. When we are tired, it refreshes our body, soul and everything.
Right. So he says that it actually helps, you know, to keep himself fit, because there is a lot of running around, you know, when it comes to cricket. And you know, how yoga helps you?
Yeah, it's a good, actually it's a good exercise, a regular exercise which can people do in everywhere, in every places where they want. It's a simple exercise which all can learn it, and it helps really well. And moreover, in everyday's life, now people, most of the people sit in desks and works for computer, and they will be simply typing. They won't get any enough workouts, so it will be a very useful one. And moreover, it's good. Right. It will be nice.
Right. So he has been practicing yoga like every day, and you know, if I can ask my camera person to pan in and show you, this is a place where they practice yoga. In fact, let me ask you how yoga helps you.
It's helped me every day. It's helps me every day in
Right, so he's practicing a difficult asana, so I think it's in fact wrong time to ask him. In fact, so let me go across to the master again, sir. This time yoga, it's been recognized across the world. So it's you teach in fact foreigners as well.
Yeah, I'm with 3 universities combined. Like I teach for the Elmhurst University, Davidson, as well as the Furman University.
How interesting are these foreigners to learn yoga? Because this is not something that it just like begun. You have been teaching them for like long years.
Yeah, this is an age-old practice. Like they have been going on through these workouts. Like they are finding more interesting towards the from the east they move to the west. Like because this practice has been proven. Like Swami Vivekananda at the 18th century has said that if you practice yoga, you can lead yourself to the highest level. Like what Mahatma Gandhi has been telling it. He used to practice the Kriya Yoga, where he learnt yoga from the Yogananda Paramahamsa, and he used to do a lot of practices which helped the people who were ruling us, and we were with the non-violence, and that is also part of yoga only.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not only about body; it's about the way the mind. In fact, it keeps you relaxed. There are a lot of things that yoga we can learn from yoga. In fact, Sudhir. So that is what we have been picking up from Chennai. Of course, they are very enthusiastic and excited about this International Yoga Day, and especially the master himself. He's planning to go on a 108
Absolutely.
hours of yoga marathon on the 21st of June.
Right. Shisha Reddy, thanks a lot for joining us there from that awesome location there in Chennai. But of course, as Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister's efforts to make this as a signature cultural sign from India on Sunday goes on, there are also some voices of dissatisfaction, especially from the minorities, who are a little worried about how this entire thing is being projected. Joining me now is a 19-year-old yoga exponent, Firdaus Abdul Majid, who joins me from Hyderabad. Firdaus, you have been teaching yoga to some 60 students in Hyderabad now, but there have also been some voices of disquiet from the minority community. How do you see this entire voices of discontent?
To be really honest, I would disagree that the attempt to bring yoga into everyone's life is an attempt to marginalize or force people to do something against their religious point of view. In fact, yoga, at least as someone who does not preach yoga or practice yoga from a forced point of view, I think anything should be voluntary. Anything that makes you feel good should be your choice to do. And there should be no reason why somebody thinks it is for a religion or by a religion, and instead actually approach it as something that everyone can benefit from, irrespective of religion, because everyone's body is the same. So if you're going to benefit from it, I will benefit from it too.
Right. So Firdaus, would you say that if a different way of communicating perhaps could have taken care of all these misgivings as far as the International Yoga Day on Sunday is concerned?
To be really honest, most of the yoga that is done has absolutely no religious aspect to it at all. We don't chant anything that is specifically religious. I, on the other hand, believe that chanting Om in my class sometimes is beneficial because it centers the energy centers and chakras in your body that has a relaxing effect on you. Now, someone can take it as that being religious, or you can view it as that being beneficial for you. However, there's no such deep-rooted religious point about yoga that everyone's making it out to be.
Fine. So Firdaus, that's a very important point that you make. So what are your own personal plans for Sunday?
My plan is to, honestly speaking, I think in India, women have a huge, they have a long journey to go in terms of physical wellness. So I would really want to include women above the age group of 30 and have a group class with them, which I'm planning to have on Sunday, and kind of educate them about the importance of taking care of yourself. No matter how busy you are, no matter how many kids you have, how much you're cooking at home, there's always time for yourself, and yoga is one of the best ways to relax and rejuvenate. So I want to make it more inclusive for everybody.
Right. Firdaus, thanks a lot for joining us with that perspective from Hyderabad. Let me now cut across to my colleague Pratibha Raman, who joins me from Bengaluru. Pratibha, Bengaluru is a city that plays a premium on staying fit. How is it preparing and gearing up for the big day on Sunday?
Well, in fact, today there's a lot of cheer, a lot of initiatives in different pockets of the city for Yoga Day. In fact, all these people do not really miss one class, is what the teacher here tells me, because they are absolutely passionate about yoga. In fact, I have with me one such trainer herself, who's from Madurai and has been practicing yoga since her childhood. Ma'am, if I could disturb you here. You've been practicing yoga right since your childhood, and you've been training people here in Bangalore. I mean, what is the spirit of yoga? I mean, what do you see in Bangalore, especially when it comes to yoga?
People are really passionate about, they want to know yoga in depth. Like, they're very excited about yoga classes. I can see people actually wanting to do yoga. And I mean, especially the youngsters, you know, they are very much into yoga. They're very excited about it.
In fact, one of her students is also doing yoga here, and let me actually go across to her. Ma'am, if I could disturb you here, there. I know you're practicing yoga very fervently today, but the spirit of yoga, I mean, how did you get initiated into yoga, and how much do you like yoga?
So I've been doing yoga for the past 3 years now, and really helps you concentrate. It gives you a lot of strength, and I really love the whole idea of yoga, and it's just not for the lazy people though.
And could you actually show us a favorite asana of yours?
Okay, it's called the warrior pose.
Right, I think we are having a bit of an audio issue there with Pratibha. In fact, if I could ask some of the people out here, who you can see at 6:30 in the evening, a full crowd here. With me is Hirendra Nath, a yoga practitioner, also a lawyer. Would you want to show us one of your more difficult asanas? And probably I would like to do the interview in a more difficult asana. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I would like to ask you, Hirendra Nath, now you are seeing the whole lot of enthusiasm for the Yoga Day. Given the fact that now it's more international than just about Indian, is that something that you believe in strongly?
Yes, I think there has been a whole lot of Western influence in yoga, which we cannot disown. It doesn't matter where it comes from as long as it is good and it helps people. I think it's a great self-discipline, and it's good for everyone if it is popularized, yoga.
Given the fact that now everyone is talking about it as a lifestyle thing, that there's a lot of buzzword, as I was talking to Sharmila, people want to incorporate yoga. Where do you see it going from here? Because there's also always a gym versus yoga debate that keeps going on.
See, in the West, there is no dichotomy. Yoga is going towards health, towards science, and about stress relief. So I don't think there's a connection between gym and yoga. They're two different things, because yoga is all about settling the mind, reducing stress, and has to do with getting yourself into a area of wellness. And that I don't think has anything to do with gym or, to do with physical activity like aerobics and all. It's a different, totally a different discipline. It has everything to do with just settling of the mind, which is, I think, the most important thing now, given the kind of stress we face today.
Absolutely. Very important points that you make, Hirendra Nath. In fact, I think we can go back to Pratibha. Pratibha, you were talking about how Bangalore is actually preparing for the big day on Sunday, and you were talking to some of the people who are there at that yoga studio. Please take on. Okay, I think we have a bit of an issue. In fact, the very fact that there's going to be also an international record on Sunday is very, very significant, because the previous record was also held by the Vivekananda Kendra, which was set in Gwalior in 2005. In fact, the Vivekananda Kendra is based in Kanyakumari. My colleague Revati Rajivan traveled to Kanyakumari to find out the mood at the Vivekananda Kendra in the southernmost tip of India. Let's get this story all the way from Kanyakumari. Right, in fact, it's a very interesting kind of an event which was held in 2005, where over 29,000 people actually participated to create that record, which is now in the record books. And what will happen on Sunday will most likely break that record.
have reached Kanyakumari when you spot the Vivekananda Kendra. A sprawling 110-acre campus in this town, the southernmost tip of mainland India. Since 2005, this NGO has held the record for organizing a Surya Namaskar that was performed by 29,973 students in Gwalior. But it's not easy, says Priyambada Pandey, who witnessed the mass gathering at Gwalior.
It was not very easy. We had to take efforts, and that is how we could make it. We planned for 30,000 students, but 29,973 could reach there. Because of some problems, they could not reach. All the 30,000 could not reach.
While the country is busy making plans to celebrate International Yoga Day, this Kendra is holding its regular camps for workers and tourists, teaching yoga and life skills to the thousands who come here.
What yoga should be practiced as a way of life based on oneness, that is more important. Yoga is not just asanas and pranayam, but it is how you behave, interact with others.
Yoga is not just about asanas, but has been a way of life for many here for several decades. If you wish to move closer to nature, away from the busy city life, yoga could be on your to-do list from this 21st. With camera person Jay Kumar, Revati Rajavan in Kanyakumari for India Today.